Okay, guys, I'm back, and yeah, I did a little thing off screen. And story-wise, only thing that happened off screen here is that we learned that Admiral Grey, who actually sent her to Versa back then, and who is our contact in the Alliance, is running for office. So he wants to become the president of the Solar Alliance. So now we have a doorbell coming on here. Another visitor. Come in.
Sir?
Lieutenant, what can I do for you?
The Admiral has requested to... The Admiral has requested that you speak with him.
Alright, I'll just ring him up on the FTL com.
He wishes to speak in person this time.
That might be difficult. We're a long ways from Solaris.
The Admiral's at Ongas, Captain, leading the campaign from the front lines.
I should have known. The Admiral prefers to lead from where the action is, doesn't he?
He wishes to tour the ship, as well as give you further instructions.
I better clean my office then. Thanks for the notice. We'll make our way to Ongas as soon as possible.
Captain?
Oh, you're dismissed, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
I've gotta get her to stop doing that. You see, there are so many talks that I could have with my crew right now. Just showing you that upgrade-wise, I didn't do anything else than what you saw in the last episode. Change of plans, however. We are en route to Angras. The Admiral wishes to meet us in person there.
You better iron out the wrinkles on your uniform then.
Angras isn't that far from Sarah. At the rate we're going, maybe we'll be back home in time for the new year.
Better not jinx it, Captain. Sarah's still a long ways yet.
What's the situation on Ongas?
The Alliance liberated it from the Pact last week. Ongas is best known for its vast Ongasite reserves. Ongasite is a rare ore which can be found nowhere else in the galaxy. Just a drop of liquid Ongasite is more valuable than an entire barrel of crude fuel. Due to its resources, Ongas has had a long troubled history. First conquered by the Reuvians, then by the New Empire, then by Pact. Ongas has been the target of literally every spacefaring power for as long as recorded history.
Liquid Ongasite. I hear it's almost magical.
There's nothing magical about it. It does have numerous military applications though, including powering warp drives and riders. It can also be converted into a super dense solid used in the manufacture of high-grade armor and munitions. The Alliance devoted considerable resources into taking it from Pact. The battle on... The Battle of Ongas lasted 5 days between 9 fleets. Hundreds of thousands of casualties on both sides.
Makes Farport seem small in comparison.
We're ready to warp on your bird, Captain.
Alright, thanks for the report. A lot of exposition there. So, where is Ongas? There. Let's meet Admiral Grey. And have a bit of different music for this.
Warp complete, Captain. We have arrived at Ongas.
Ease us into Port Harbor.
Understood, Captain. Slow to 1/10 power, and then we are to dock at Stargate 32B. Come contact Alliance Control and request permission to dock.
I better get ready to take the Admiral on board. You have the bridge, Ava.
Understood, Captain.
So, I guess I'll have him like in my office or something? No? Ah, yeah, of course he's arriving in the hangar. By the way, if you see this, if I take all of these here as one bay, as a bay for one rider, then the Sunrider is only half stocked, because we have Asaga, Chigara, Ikari, Claude, Sola, and Kriska. So we could have 6 more riders down here. Why not? Would be cool. Attention! Admiral, allow me to introduce Captain Kaito Shields. It has been my privilege to serve under him on board the Sunrider.
Captain Shields, a pleasure to finally meet you in person. Likewise, Admiral Grey. Welcome to Ongus. It's good to hear Ongus has been liberated. The Alliance's progress in the war has been impressive thus far. The war is far from won, but the tide is in our favor. Still, we mustn't be overconfident. The situation is still precarious. The Venusaurs held back his greatest fleets from a direct confrontation so far, undoubtedly waiting for us to get arrogant and make careless mistakes. We'll talk more in my office, but first we've prepared a tour of the ship. Do show me around, Captain. I hear your ship is one of the finest in the Neutral Rim.
And there we have the Legion. Yeah. Oh, my back. Since the defeat at Farport, the Alliance has been steadily pushing our forces back. Our greatest fleets still hold position over Ryuvia and Sarah. As for the others, was it wise to allow the Alliance to take Ongus? The people of Ongus have been oppressed for too long. It troubles me to imagine of what horrors the Alliance may impose upon the Ongesians.
Fontana. When one plays a game of chess, smaller pieces must be sacrificed to win. The Alliance fleet far outnumbers our own. We cannot meet them head on. But they are not united under one purpose as we are. We will slowly whittle down their will until dissent within their own ranks sabotages their efforts. The people of the Alliance are strangers to the necessities of war. Just like the Imperials, they are addicted to their own opulence. Once the people of the Alliance realize the sacrifices they must make to fight a distant war in the Neutral Rim, they will begin to question their cause. They are merely an unruly mob, content to live their lives in the riches of the core worlds. We will take away their wealth, their comfort, their luxuries. And once we have done that, the Alliance will be destroyed from within, not by our cannons, but by its own greed. And that is when we will strike.
What of our own citizens?
Our ships are crimson because they have been forged with our own blood. You have been a loyal advisor, our Fontana. You were a mere slave boy when we first met. Now you are our trusted right hand.
My leader.
We will entrust the destruction of the Sunrider to you. While it is merely one ship, we fear it will interfere with our plans again. Bring the princess back to us, but kill the rest of them. It has just arrived at Ongus. Take your best ships and draw it out. Captain Shields is young, but still a formidable enemy. Do not underestimate him, or you will meet the same fate which befell Cullen.
Understood, my leader.
Arcadius' hologram disappeared. The true Arcadius fought for the protection of the hungry and the poor. Is this truly what he would have wanted?
You have a fine vessel here, Captain. The rumors I have heard of the camaraderie amongst your crew do no justice to what you have done here. We're the last vessel of Sarah, Admiral. We're the only family we have. hope you have received the supplies you requested. Contact me personally if you are in need of additional resources. Thank you, Admiral. My first officer informs me that our resupply operations are going well. The Alliance is a great and benevolent nation, Captain. I grew up listening to stories of my ancestors, the High Admiral Madeline Grey, the hero who unified the fleets of 100 worlds to defend Solaris from the Imperials. The Alliance was an agreement between 3 worlds to unify against the tyranny of the Empire. We were born to protect our freedoms from dictators. And now it is our duty to take up arms once more, this time against the madman Arcadius, who threatens to paint the entire galaxy red. We are the greatest force of freedom in the history of the galaxy. Even in the midst of war, we are concluding our elections as we speak.
By the way, you know of whom that speech kinda reminds me? America. Sometimes I think they are the police of the world. At least their government. My best wishes for your candidacy.
I have no desire to become a politician, Captain, but becoming the president of the Alliance will allow me to finally reform our government. Too many lives have been lost because of the inaction of the Solar Congress. Instead of bold statesmen, our politicians have become like little children on a playground, squabbling about irrelevant issues. We must win this war quickly. I do not wish to see our best and brightest die needlessly because of a lack of political will at Solaris. In any matter, let me speak of the real reason why I called you here. I understand you have experience fighting pirates, Captain.
We do. A certain pirate girl seems to have a thing for me.
Good, because she's here at Ungus. You are to find her and put an end to her, for good.
Hunting pirates is our speciality, Admiral. We'll take care of it.
Ungus is Cosmos' home turf. She knows this area like the back of her hand. Be careful, and Godspeed, Captain. Well, that concludes our meeting.
It was my pleasure having you on board.
Lieutenant, do take care of our good captain for us.
Understood, sir.
Well then, I do believe it is time I return to work.
Ah! Admiral, are you injured?
I'm fine.
What the hell was that?
Captain, we need you on the bridge.
Damn. Kriska, secure the Admiral.
Sir?
Let go of me! I said I'm fine. Now what's going on?
Report.
There was just an explosion from within the station, Captain.
And our systems?
No damage to report.
Put our riders on alert. Power weapons.
Damn! The fuel tanks on board that station are loaded with liquid ungusite. If those ignite...
Emergency dust off. Disconnect all our docking clamps.
Aye, Captain. Hitting reverse thrusters.
Report.
The liquid ungusite containers have burst. We managed to avoid the worst of it, but the station has been catastrophically damaged. This is Cosette Cosmos, terror of the stars. To all Solar Alliance imperialists, leave this planet at once. Our ungusite is not for you. We will die fighting to the last ship before we become part of your empire.
Scramble our riders!
Negative, Captain. It was just a pre-recorded message.
Psychological warfare, huh?
No, an act of terrorism. Now you've seen the threat that this woman poses to the war effort. I expect her dealt with.
Understood, Admiral. We know how to handle her. Oh, really? Do you really, Captain?
Because I know you don't. Oh man, so many people want to talk to me. But I'll continue with the story.
Captain?
Everything alright with the Paladin?
Yes, sir.
I've
been meaning to talk to you.
What's the matter?
I understand you've got some concerns about the Alliance.
Are you still spying on me, Lieutenant?
No, sir. I just heard a few crewmen talking.
Every ship has its own rumor mill, I guess. Alright, what do you have to say?
If you have time, I wanted to show you something. We're in the middle of resupplying right
now. Ava's got everything under control. Alright, what did you want me to see?
I've arranged to have a shuttle take us to one of the Ungesian orbital colonies. I've received clearance from the Admiral to have you inspect our efforts on Unges personally. Once you've seen what we're doing on Unges, I'm sure you'll change your mind about the Alliance.
Okay, let's see what the Alliance has to offer there. Alright, let me contact Ava on the comm. I'll let her know that I'll be leaving for a few hours to inspect the Alliance's occupation firsthand.
Thank you, Captain. I'll be waiting here with the shuttle. Welcome to Habitat P4X-684, Captain.
Shields covered his nose as soon as he got off the shuttle. Are the life support systems defective?
We were all shocked when we first arrived here. This colony was built by the new Empire to accommodate 10,000 workers for the orbital refineries. As you can tell, the population expanded through the years, and now this cramped station holds over 500,000 people.
That's unbelievable.
Believe it or not, the smell was even worse when we first arrived. We've installed new air purifiers throughout the station's ventilation system, but even then, I doubt the station can continue to hold so many people. Come this way. I've prepared an inspection of our relief efforts here for you.
What about food and medicine?
It's as you can imagine. Just clean water is a valuable commodity here. We have dozens of relief vessels coming and going around the clock, but even then, it's been a struggle. Decades of ongesite refining have spread toxic chemicals throughout the station, whereas there are diseases running rampant throughout the station which have been eliminated in civilized space for centuries.
Let me just find the right music here. That could fit.
In just a few days since we arrived, we've delivered over 50 metric tons of food to the station and twice as much clean water. We've docked a medical cruiser here to tend to the sick. 4 more have been diverted from the front lines to tend to the people here. We've set up 6 water filtration stations throughout the stations. Organized neighborhood patrols. Can you see, Captain? This is what tyranny does to the innocents. The Alliance is a force of good for the galaxy. We sent the tyrants responsible for this packing back home and brought change for the people of Unges. Our compassion and technological know-how will make the galaxy a better place, beginning with Unges.
You truly believe that?
Captain?
Do you wish to know the truth? I was actually born outside of Alliance space. I saw firsthand what corruption can do to innocents. My family lived in constant fear of the government who demanded all of our livelihoods from us. The same government which never protected us from pirates, and yet always found money to spend on terrorizing the populace. The Alliance has stood for freedom and
The Alliance has stood for freedom and individual choice from the day of its birth. Originally, the Holy Ruvian Empire sought to rule the galaxy, but in their quest for power, they destroyed themselves. Then it was a new empire which sought to rule all of mankind. They fell to our nation, and an alliance formed not out of fear or oppression, but out of universal truth that all of humankind has the right to freedom, equality, and opportunity. Every man, woman, and child throughout the galaxy deserves to forge their own destiny. That is the only universal truth.
You have a visitor. Come here, little girl. What's your name?
Kyoko.
I'm Kaito, and this is Krishka.
Kaito, Kyoko, and Krishka?
We make quite the trio.
My mommy says I shouldn't speak with strangers.
Your mommy's right. Don't worry, we're not here to hurt you.
I was wondering, are you one of the star people?
The star people, huh? You could say that, Kyoko.
Please take me away from this place. I don't want to be here. I want to be on a spaceship.
I'm sorry, but your mommy would miss you too much if you left.
I don't care.
Shields knelt down and spoke with the child face to face. I know this place isn't as much fun as a spaceship, but you see this...
Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's not always easy to try and be professional.
But you see this lady here? She's Lieutenant Kriska Stairs of the Alliance Navy. Her friends are going to make this place a better place for you, alright? They'll bring you good food, help you if you ever get sick. They'll plant trees. Maybe one day they might even build you a playground here. It'll just take some time, alright? You have to be patient. But always remember, you should always stay with your family. Because once you lose them, you never get them back.
Okay.
Shields patted the girl on the head and stood.
Shall we continue on, Captain?
No, I've seen enough already. Let's go back, Lieutenant.
Understood, sir. Perhaps with Alliance intervention, the people of Onges can finally live in prosperity.
How long do you think it'll take to restore civil society on Onges?
With the war going on, our efforts are limited. But once the war's finished, the Alliance will be able to dedicate more funding into reconstruction as well. Captain, I enlisted for the Alliance. Sorry. It's sad because I know the story that's going to happen. Captain, I enlisted for the Alliance military to do good. Perhaps we are distrusted in the neutral rim, but our intention for the galaxy have always been peaceful. And that's the thing, guys. I see that the Alliance is trying to do good here. I'm really seeing it. Especially if everything what Kriska said is true. And I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say they've really diverted medical ships from the front lines where they were needed to this shithole to help the populace. That's a great sacrifice their military is making. But I can't trust the Alliance. I'm not trusting them, sorry. But I see that they're meaning well.
But I'm willing... For Kriska's sake, I'm willing to give the Alliance the benefit of the doubt.
I understand. I understand the Alliance is our friend. I'm sorry about my misgivings.
It's understandable, Captain. I realize we are not lacked in the neutral rim. We are a nation of merchants, honestly. We have no military ambitions. We merely wish to trade with the galaxy.
Suddenly, and now we need different music. Suddenly, a group of masked men poured out from an alleyway and surrounded Shields and Kriska. Ah, shit!
The two slowly raised their hands as the men drew their rifles. Welcome to Unguess, Captain.
Cosette, how'd you find us?
Our little friend pointed us in the right direction. That's him right there. He's the captain.
Damn, I got careless.
Good job, my little bird. You've earned this platinum.
Cosette tossed the coin to the girl.
Yay! Take our prisoners into custody, boys.
Shields was pushed down to his knees as the gunman tied fasteners around his wrists. You're making a mistake, Cosette. You should never have brought children into this.
Oh no, Captain. By the time I was her age, I had killed men twice your size. You're naive. This isn't your cozy car world. This is Unguess, the pit of the galaxy, where the strong prey on the weak.
The gunman struck Shields on the back of the head with a rifle. Shields fell to the ground, unconscious.
Captain! Take them away. Show them our best. Captain, are you alright?
Yeah.
Damned pirates. I thought we had secured this habitat.
Like you said, there are 500,000 people living here. A perfect place for Cosette's goons to hide.
Steel grinded as the lock on the gate was undone. A burly-looking guard bent into the cell.
The boss wants to speak with you. Okay, we won't cause trouble.
Kriska stood as well.
Not you, just him. Do as he says, Lieutenant. Don't worry, I think Cosette intends to keep us alive. Use us as leverage.
Understood, sir. Be safe.
You too. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Captain! My most favorite person in the world. Sit down. Are you thirsty? Have some water.
Cosette passed her canteen to Shields. Shields eyed Cosette.
Ah, you pussy.
Cosette snatched the canteen away from him and took a gulp.
You see?
Shields took a sip. He gagged the liquid back out. The entire camp laughed.
What's the matter, Captain? Our water not pure enough for you? A lifetime of drinking water laced with fungicide fucks you up big time. Makes some of us go crazy. Babies are born with one eye, 6 fingers. Sometimes you vomit blood for no apparent reason. Lucky for me, it just made me stop growing since I was 11. How old do you figure I am, Captain?
Shields shrugged.
It's not kind to guess a woman's age.
Wise answer.
What are you after, Cosette?
As much as I would love to carve you into little nice pieces and mail you back to your pretty lover back on the Sunrider, you was quite a bit to me alive. And I always was more of a businessman than a killer. You think it's funny?
Your reputation precedes you. You've murdered too many civilians to claim you're not a killer. You attack unarmed cargo vessels. You execute their crew, steal their goods. How are you not a killer?
Foreigners have been stealing our ungesight far more than I've been pillaging the galaxy. Our infants are born monsters. Our fathers die in the oil refineries. Our livelihoods are stolen from us. And those responsible call themselves CEOs, presidents, general managers, businessmen.
Stop this, Cosette. We can help you. We can help Angus.
Oh, we're just supposed to believe that the Alliance is here to help us, right? They just want to give us food and medicine. Oh my, what benevolence! What generosity! I'm going to start crying. Help us, my ass! They're here for our ongesight, nothing more.
Oh yeah? What about the medical cruisers they just docked? What about all the food and water they've distributed?
Nothing but tricks. Don't think that the Imperials never attempted to deceive us. They offered us rights which never came, food which was spoiled, technology which broke, fresh water which became tainted with the ongesites they constantly refined over our homes. No, the only truth is that greed runs the galaxy.
I'm not one of them. I come from a neutral world, just like yours. Listen to me. I have the Admiral's ear. Just give me your demands and we can make amends. I seek independence for my world, just as you do. We're in this together.
It's too late for that, Captain. Independence or death. All Alliance ships out of Angus within 48 hours. This is my only demand.
You know that won't be possible.
We'll hit them until they cannot bear it anymore. They'll have to burn every habitat in orbit around Angus before they kill all of us. And with each one of us the Alliance kills, our cause will only become stronger.
You're mad. Leave the children out of this. At least the children. Cosette whispered into Shield's ear.
When I was a child, my own mother sold me to entertain Imperial soldiers overnight, just for a bottle of fresh water. Then when I became a teenager, she made me pretend to be a child, merely because the market for teens was saturated. Supply and demand. She was a businessman too. Don't presume to know everything, Captain. You know nothing!
Cosette.
I killed her like the bitch she was, and I'll kill anyone else who gets in my way. I'm Cosette Cosmos, terror of the stars. Nobody fucks with me. Nobody!
You're making a mistake!
Enough with him. Take him back to his cell. Soon, Captain, we'll find out which of my... just how much you're worth to the Alliance.
Okay, she has had a sob story, so doesn't give her a right to act this way. Oh, this will be a longer episode, I see.
Captain.
Shield's opened his eyes. How long had he been trapped in there?
I believe I may have found a way out. I found a piece of chipped cement in the cell. It wasn't much, but I've managed to cut through most of my bindings.
Don't do anything reckless, Lieutenant. The Alliance will come for us.
You're injured, Captain. I'm not going to let you stay here. This was my fault. I'm the one who brought you here.
Steel screeched as the guard undid the gate.
Hey, you! The boss wants to see you! All right.
No.
No, the girl this time.
Shields looked at Kriska with apprehension.
Don't worry, Captain. I can take care of myself.
Kriska stood and walked over to the guard. Just as he turned his back, Kriska broke free and wrapped her bindings around his neck. Shields grimaced as the guard's neck bones cracked like twigs.
Come on, Captain. Let's get out of here.
Shields and Kriska ducked behind a crate as the gunman passed.
Cosette has this place locked down tight.
Our safest bet might be to make a run for it to an escape pod. Suddenly, a siren went off behind them.
I think they just realized we escaped. Come on, we don't have much time left. And just where do you think you're going, Captain?
Cosette!
Men, surround them! Such a pity we have to keep you alive. But maybe I can cut off a limb or two to pay you back for what you did to my guards. After all, I promised to return you to the Alliance I never promised to the Alliance to return you completely intact.
Cosette drew a knife as two gunmen held Kriska down.
So tall. You don't know what it's like being stuck like this until you've tried it yourself.
And now I need different music. Suddenly a shot echoed through the station. One of Cosette's goons fell to the ground, his brains smeared on the ground. Blinding light flashed as flashbang grenades exploded around Cosette's men. Alliance soldiers stormed Cosette's encampment, guns blazing.
Ah! Kill them all!
Shields crawled over to Kriska as gunfire raged overhead.
Are you alright?
Fine, Captain.
An Alliance Marine picked Shields off the ground. Kriska picked up a weapon and covered Shields' back.
Come on, sir! We need to get you out of here!
Out of the corner of Shields' eye, he caught sight of something.
No, wait! Hang on!
The girl picked up Cosette's dropped knife.
No, put that knife!
Don't worry, sir. You're safe now. We'll get you out of here.
Let me go, Lieutenant!
We've got you. Don't worry, sir.
No, goddammit, no!
Debris splattered Shields as a shanty was struck with a rocket-propelled grenade. A family dressed in rags scurried from their home, their screams inaudible against the ringing in Shields' ears. The eldest of the family did not make it in time and was crushed underneath flaming wreckage. Was it one of Cosette's men who had fired the shot, or one of the Alliance? An empty-handed man lied on the ground in a puddle of blood. A woman wept as she clutched an infant to her chest.
Fall back! Remember this, Captain! This is what your friends from the Alliance seek to bring to Angus! Freedom? Ha! I'll see you in hell, Captain!
And I'll make a cut here. Sincerely yours, Visual Pony.